Bill, almost $2 trillion, but it's cleared one big hurdle, and insiders like Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan are confident this will make its way to the president's desk, and very soon.
This can happen quickly. The president will sign this by the end of the week. That IRS has done direct checks before, so I expect them to really start moving quickly in the next week or two.
So what could this mean for those of you who qualify? A $1,400 stimulus payment to those earning less than $75,000.
You may be able to claim some more stimulus money, folks. New states have announced that there are millions of bucks, millions of dollars in free stimulus cash, eligible stimulus cash for you to get. You're eligible for this very, very fast if you qualify and meet the certain income thresholds. You'll get the money sooner than expected. New states have announced millions of dollars available to be claimed from the President's American Rescue Plan Act. Not only that, but state officials of Illinois have said that unemployment is very low right now and most people have jobs again. Although they noted that there are still many people struggling to keep a roof over their head. We know that's a fact for many people out there. The Homeowner Assistance Fund is free. It doesn't need to be repaid as the money came from the Federal American Rescue Plan. But now, Illinois received $400 million through the $2 trillion Economic Relief Plan. So what they're doing with this is that people are eligible to help if they experience financial hardship due to the crisis. And people who received assistance during this previous refund and round of mortgage relief can apply for more help. So if you're struggling to make ends meet, struggling to pay your home bills, you have a mortgage relief bill and a mortgage relief stimulus check. That's good, folks, but not enough. The governor and the Federal Reserve have actually told reporters that the Federal Reserve is considering slowing the pace and rate of increases at its next meeting. A report last week showed that slower than expected inflation is October. It was the good news, and now it's just one data point that would have to be followed with another similar reading to show that inflation is really slowing down. But that's just not true. Some economists have agreed that the 7.7% annualized increase in inflation report is just still enormous. The Fed has already raised interest rates like crazy, and economists are expecting things to tighten up again. But now, for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and anybody on low income. Well, couples eligible for SSI will receive their first check on $1,200 on December 1st. It's actually essential people or those who live with people receiving SSI and provide necessary care. They will be the ones to receive the $420 at the beginning of next month. The Social Security Administration already began issuing SSI payments to eligible individuals and couples in January 1974. The size of the payment has increased for COLA since 1975 just to combat year-over-year inflation. The size of the payment has increased, the cost of living has increased, and now to combat this, inflation is here. Millions of retirees are still living on the fixed income, and that leaves many Social Security provides them with nothing. But with little income and outside savings, the fact that Social Security makes annual COLA essential is because it allows the purchasing power of the checks that the program's recipients will actually get to stay reasonably constant even in the face of a high inflation. When you look at the average benefits for Social Security over the next years, you'll notice that they go up gradually. That's due to a couple of factors, including not only the COLA, but also the fact that the benefit formula changes each year to incorporate changes in work history. Economists say that COLA is nothing to celebrate. That's because people have had to pay higher prices that led to COLA throughout the year. So the boost only catches up later down the road. And one silver lining, though, is that most seniors will get some good news on the Medicare front. A rare drop in medical premiums and Medicare Part B medical coverage should add a few extra dollars to monthly checks. Retirees often face sizable out-of-pocket costs for premiums. But now, lawmakers are proposing a new change to Medicare and Social Security. A group of lawmakers have proposed a bill that will lead to a 5-year delay for seniors that claim Medicare. That's something not good. But what is good is that GOP representatives are running to the head of the Budget Committee. They're saying their main focus is to be non-discretionary and stimulus money. McCarthy said that you can't just keep adding debt to the path. And Joe Biden said he's eager to work with Republicans after the midterms, and he stressed he would not compromise Social Security and Medicare. But it's Joe Biden, folks.
President George Herbert Walker Bush at the negotiations at Andrews Air Force Base. But as a presidency, Bill Clinton, the last 4 or 5, depending on how you judge it, budgets either in balance or in surplus operationally. taking us to reducing the national debt in a significant way, completely turned around under President Bush. The biggest reversal in how a budget deficit, national debt grows, from on a path to reduce by 5.4 trillion to increasing by 5.4 trillion, an $11 trillion swing. President Obama comes in first year. He reduces the deficit, which is what contributes to national debt, by $700 billion. Went from like 1.5 to 500, almost a $1 trillion reduction in the national debt right away under President Obama. So this is a value that we share. And one of for a couple reasons.
Senator S., I'm ready for cues. Go ahead.
There's been a lot of concern from some of your moderate members and those up for re-election about Title 42 and the administration's decision to overturn that at the end of May. Do you think that decision should be delayed?
Look, the bottom line is, let me say,
$147,000, which is up from $142,800 in 2021. An increase of $4,200, in fact. And in 2017, the Social Security wage cap was only $127,000. But to get the maximum benefit, seniors must have been a high earner throughout their entire time in employment. Recent recipients of Social Security income, everybody, just have to wait days for the next payment, which is due to be sent out March 1st. More than 8 million people across the nation receive SSI income. According to the Social Security Administration, this year, the maximum amount for individuals has increased to $841 from $794. The benefit stands at $1,261 for a married couple if both spouses are eligible for SSI. Americans can receive both SSI and Social Security benefits. If this applies to you, you will get your next Social Security payment in the next coming days. Folks, what do you think about President Biden? Should he do a better job in increasing Social Security benefits this year? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Benefits will be sent out on that day for Americans who have received Social Security before May 1997. However, the SSA has said that Americans need to be aware of the Social Security rules that could potentially catch them off guard. For instance, if your current spouse does not qualify for their own benefits, they can claim benefits based on your earnings. An ex-spouse can also claim benefits based on your earnings. To qualify on your record, your ex-spouse must have been married to you for at least 10 years. And Americans have also been warned by the Social Security Administration.
Myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
this about Title 42. Number one, no, it shouldn't be used to hold up important things like COVID aid, number one. And number two, we're going to be working through this to see if we can come to a position that our caucus can agree on. There's divisions there now. Yes.